Who's obsing? This guy. I don't know who this dude is. Okay. Okay. I like it. I don't have to observe. That's sweet. Alright, this dude's like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Go off the game. Okay, so I'm just gonna observe myself. That sucks. I was kind of pumped, but alright, we got a ZVP here, spawning in the top right corner. Top left corner, I'm sorry, the orange Protoss, Cheesus. Spawning here on Nimbus, the purple Zerg, HOA, Zenith. Looks like he's going to go hatch first on Nimbus, which, totally a great play. This is a macro map. And the one thing you don't have to worry about, sorry. There's just so much going on right now. It's kind of insane. Yeah, so on Nimbus, it's a big map. He's got cross spawns. He knows he has cross spawns, and he's gonna go ahead and take a third hatch already. So 3 hatch before pool, and the probe not gonna see a spawning pool yet. Let's see if he. Yeah, he doesn't know that the third's there yet, and he's actually gonna go ahead. Let's see if he scouts it. Yep, okay, so he scouts the third base. Let's see what he's going to do here. Spawning pool goes down. And warp gate started for our Protoss player. And he's just going to chill with his probe in the base here. Meanwhile, I like it a little further back here. Alright, so warp gate halfway through. Chrono and a stalker here. Maybe try and put on some early pressure. 3 queens being built, 4 lings, most likely for scouting. And Zenith's probably just going to drone up here. He needs the queens out though, so he can get the larva injects going, so he can really start producing those drones. And we're looking at supplies here. Oh, there we go. I always forget about that. Alright, so our Protoss player is going to take his second expansion here, just finishing. So he's not too terribly behind in economy. You go ahead and look here. Worker supplies pretty much even, but in a few minutes you're going to see the worker supplies skyrocket for our Zerg player, particularly if he's hitting the injects consistently, which he should be. I believe he is I think he's our diamond player. I think Zenith was diamond, and I think Cheesus was master. So meanwhile, proxy location over here. That dark shrine's going down. Stalker's gonna try and do a little harass. Zerglings here. No Zergling speed, however, Roachworn going down. And he's gonna want to take some more extractors. He's got 1 extractor on his main and his natural. But he's gonna want to start getting some more gas because his economy is really gonna be ramping out He also doesn't know that there's a proxy proxy dark shrine on the map right now. So Spinecrawler going down for a little static D here to eliminate any kind of stock or mothership core pressure. Rro32 just about done here. And meanwhile, he's droning up. Metabolic boost finally started. So Zergling speed a little slow, but you'll have that when you take 3 hatch before pull. Meanwhile, another extractor being taken. 2 extractors going down on his main and natural here. So he's going to have gas on his first 2 bases. Forge going down for a Protoss player. Twilight Council. Not researching anything, just there for the Dark Shrine. Meanwhile, we have 2 DTs, 3 DTs that have warped in. And let's see what these guys are going to do here. Meanwhile, our Zerg player has no idea this is coming, so he's really going to have to react fast. He's got his layer morphing, so he will be able to get some overseers here in a bit, but no spores down for detection, and Cheesus is actually going to split these DTs off. He's going to send 1 into the main, or 1 into the 3rd base, 1 into the natural. Really going to test the multitasking here of Zenith. And these drones are going to get the surround on the DT, but oh, the DT's actually going to go down. He's got a spore. And he's got an overseer morphing in. That queen's going to get killed, though. Lots of energy. And let's see. DT's still alive here. So this is actually a really good opening for Cheesus. He got a lot of economic damage done. He's managed to kill, where is it here? 16 workers already. So worker supply looks to be about even. So very good. Very good harass there with the DTs. It's going to slow down his other tech. However, he's taking his 3rd base, which is about done. And you can really see the multitasking of Cheesus coming out here. Very good opening. Managed to hurt his Zerg player. Creep spread, not that great right now, given that Zenith had to deal with those 3 DTs. Now the only problem is he doesn't really know where the pylon is for warp in, so he should take those lings around and scout his base. Meanwhile, probes being transferred here. Groove spines being researched. Hydralisks popping out, 9 of them. So looking like Zenith might want to go on the counterattack here. Let's see what he's got so far. He's got 55 drones, 56 probes, 3 sentries, probably not enough here. 3 overlords, 4 queens, and he's only got 17 lings on the map right now, so 7 hydras have popped. And let's go ahead and look at the production tab again. Meanwhile, 1-1. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Blink and ground weapons 2 being upgraded right now. That's not the upgrades, this is upgrades. So he's got +1 attack. It's interesting, the Protosses have been going for these +1, +2 attacks. They haven't really been working on getting armor. They just go straight for the attack upgrades. Meanwhile, here we're going to have an engagement, and these stalkers are going to get caught out here. Nothing to tank for these hydras, but the lings do get us around some really choppy force fields here by the sentries. He really should have saved that energy. Meanwhile, we've got roach speed going and hydra speed, I believe. Or no, you know what? That's Hydra range, my bad. Zerglings here are gonna try and go for the 3rd base. See if we get a higher view here. And these stalkers are pretty much just chilling on the ramp. He's kind of isolated himself at the force fields. However, Zerg player not really getting a lot of damage done. Sniping some pylons here, but not really hurting the economy of our Protoss player. He's killed 4 drones, but there is a lot going into this match, or into this attack here. Alright, gas goes down. That Nexus might actually go down here. There's a lot of stalkers. It would be really nice if Zenith could make some roaches here. Let's check the production. 5 roaches are being made. That Nexus is about 3/4 health left with the shields down. And let's look at how much damage was done here. So 11 workers killed by our Zerg player. And units wise, we've got 50 drones to 47 probes. So our Zerg player's gonna want to just kind of spread creep and drone up here right now. Oh, weird. Okay, so Hi, Vissa. What's up, man? Did you get knocked out? Alright, so our Protoss player going to go here. +2 attack and blink. So it's going to be hard for our Zerg player to engage this. As long as that blink micro is on point, which it looks to be. And we've got 34 stalkers on the map against 22 hydras, 5 roaches, and 12 lings. So 11 larvae here. And well, let's see what he's going to do with them. Looks like he's going to go up to Hive, and he's going to produce some lings and some hydralisks. No drones being produced right now, so 63 drones to 52 probes. 40 stalkers on the map right now, and these stalkers are going to move out. Going to take out this overlord. That is a lot of stalkers. I'm going to try and get the flank here. And forward pylon going down. Another forward pylon here. These lings are going to try and take it out, but they're going to run away. Too many stalkers for these lings to deal with. And our Protoss player going straight in to a robotics facility. And what is that? +3 attack? Ah, it keeps moving on me. Yeah, +3 attack here. The pylon going down. Some zealots being made. Hydras here, kind of out in the open. Zenith needs more roaches here, and he needs to take a 4th base, because you don't ever want to be on 3 base against 3 bases as a Zerg player. You always want to be a base ahead. Meanwhile, Cheesus still has a Dark Templar tech that he can still employ in the game here, so he can warp in some DTs, but he's looking to just go really stalker heavy at the moment, which is working out for him so far. But our Zerg player is really just trying to amass units here. So let's look at the army supply. Army supply pretty much even. Worker supply pretty much even at the moment. However, the longer this game goes on, the more it favors our Protoss player, because our Zerg player is currently held to 3 base. So he really needs to come over and take this base out right here. Or I'm sorry, take this base right here. Because, Viper's being made now. That's very interesting. So he's anticipating the Colossus play. He does scout the Robo here, I believe. No, actually, he doesn't see the Robo. So maybe he saw it earlier. Meanwhile, tons of stalkers. Look at how many stalkers. 59 stalkers. This is insane. Cheesus is going to be able to just rewarp in a bunch of units. It's going to be nuts. 2 more gateways being built. Upgrades researching. Okay, these are the ups. Alright, so he's got 1 missile, 1 armor, which is going to kind of help him, but it's not going to be enough against these stalkers. What we want to see is we want to see our Zerg player researching his upgrades. Vipers here only going to be able to not do much of anything, because there's no higher tech out here. There's no Colossi or Immortals or Tempests to kind of pull in. Meanwhile, the Roaches are going to engage here. And this blink micro is pretty on point from Cheesus. He might just win this straight up, but he's going to blink back. Just do a little bit of damage. I'm not sure Vipers are the way to go here. Maybe Swarm Hosts might have been a better idea. Just because there are no Colossi out, and Swarm Hosts are really good for siege damage. Plus, you're going to trade against the Stalkers for free. Meanwhile, Hydra's engaged here. Vipers looking for, what are they going to do here? Blinding Cloud. They could use that. Alright, Blinding Cloud does go down. So that's why he got the Vipers. Not a bad choice. The Blinding Cloud does help against the Blink. But, really there's just a lot of Hydras here. Not a lot of Roaches. So once the Roaches are gone, that's going to be it. No Immortals being made. More Blinding Cloud going down. Blink Micro again on point. And Cheesus could actually just take a 4th here, because he has got complete map control at the moment. Viper's sucking some more energy from the extractor and the hatchery. Meanwhile, another engagement here. More Blinding Clouds going down. 1 Viper will go down. And let's go ahead and look at the units lost tab. Our Zerg players lost 11,000 resources. Our Protoss just about 9,000. And he's going to want these Roaches in the front. And he's really got to do something about these Stalkers. He needs to build some Swarm Hosts. He needs to get out of his base here. The Blinding Cloud's really helping out, but like I said, the longer this game goes on, the longer it is going to be in favor of our Protoss player. I mean, he can just warp in these Stalkers, keep blinking them back. Mortal here. Mortal's going to get targeted down because it's not in the back. These Stalkers here, not able to actually shoot the Zerg army because they're just dancing around behind the concave. And let's see here, more Vipers. I mean, he might want to just try and take this hatch. Like, just send some Zerglings up here, take out this probe. Meanwhile, Stalker's pushing in, again, blinking out. Just sniping units here, trying to do some damage. Units lost is getting incredibly close right now. However, it's going to favor our Protoss player, even though his main is mined out. His natural is getting low. He does take a 4th, and that is a very, very forward 4th base. Meanwhile, our Zerg player really just trying to hang on here. He's trying to hang on against this pressure. Our Protoss player is going to head and go look to make sure there's not a hatchery up here, because he knows there isn't one here in the number 6 base, or whatever you want to call that. Meanwhile, it's like he completely forgot about his Dark Templar tech, and as far as his production goes, he's just not really making any Colossi or anything. So, 51 Stalkers, this is just absolutely nuts. Like, Cheesus is basically just saying to Zenith right now, I am going to beat you with my Blink Stalker micro, and there is absolutely nothing that you can do. And that's what we're seeing here. 3rd base, getting attacked right now, might actually go down. If he focuses that hatch with his Stalkers, it's just going to go down. Drones are pulled, which probably is too late, and really isn't going to be beneficial against Blink Stalkers, because then you can just blink away from your workers and kill them. Zenith is going to push him back, though. Let's see what their upgrades are looking like. Alright, so Zenith on 2-2, so that's not that bad. His units are going to have a little bit more staying power against the Protoss Stalker Deathball here, because he only has +3 attack. He doesn't have any armor upgrades. Roach is going to get sniped here, and that's going to be the end of the units. GG! And Cheesus will take the game.